Greetings to the 1st and 2nd Corinthians class here at Southeastern University. This is your instructor, Dr. Larry Asplund, coming to you once again at the end of week 3. I wanted to stop by this evening and welcome you to week 4. It's, kind of the very middle of our class, a very important time as we go forward with the conclusion of our study of 1 Corinthians and, take our midterm exam over 1 Corinthians. So let me describe a little bit of what we're going to do and what we're going to accomplish, how we're going to do it in week 4. First of all, the week 4 aim, our course objectives for the week is, number 1, to identify how the doctrine of the resurrection is the key to true Christian faith. As you will discover in chapter 15 of 1 Corinthians, Paul believed that if Jesus did not in fact rise from the dead, we are of all people most to be pitied. So he was very clear in his mind on the significance of the resurrection. And then, of course, number 2, to comprehend the major issues covered in 1 Corinthians as we prepare for our midterm exam. The week 4 resources then, first of all, please read pages 141 to 169 in Barclay. Then Dr. Fetke has provided a narrated presentation for us on 1 Corinthians 15, which I know you're going to enjoy. There's also a Yale Bible Study PDF document on the meaning of resurrection. And then, of course, there's the all-important midterm exam study guide. So you want to be sure to have it out and kind of be reviewing it as you go through the week. Week 4 apply, then, our only assignment is the midterm exam. Once again, there is the 1 Corinthians exam study guide, which is very, very important. And then there's also a document available to you. I actually posted a copy of it last week in my announcements section, but also it's available in week 4, in the week 4 section of our course. The Respondus Lockdown Browser and Monitor Information for Online Exams. It's just a description of how it works, how it's going to work. And there's also a link there to download that browser. So once you get access to that document, you will see a link, and you will need to download the browser from the Respondus Lockdown Browser SEU link. Now, once again, this is an online exam. It's kind of a security strategy. So I'm sure you appreciate the fact that it's really very easy to, cheat on an online exam. And in some cases, it's okay. Some exams are open note, open book kind of review opportunities, which is not the case with this exam in our class. And so you want to be sure to download that browser, check out again the details in the information sheet provided for us. And then once you begin to, you're headed toward taking that midterm exam, keep in mind a couple of things. First of all, there is a 60-minute limit to the exam. It will just close after 60 minutes. There will be, and I've had the opportunity to kind of quickly review. There are 10 screens. You know how those online exams work. So there are 10 screens with 5 questions each. 50 questions, all are multiple choice questions. Just taken, they're not trick questions. They're just questions on the facts as it pertains to 1 Corinthians, the first epistle of Corinthians. It's not open note, not open book. You are just to do it all from memory. So if you've taken the time to review and kind of gone over some of those key ideas, certainly the study guide, and then, you're ready to go. I don't know about you, but sometimes I can be a bit, I can overthink an online exam. And so the best thing to do is to not try to think in terms of yes, but on the other hand. You know how it goes when you're overthinking a question in an exam. Fortunately, there are no true-false questions. It's easier to overthink those. The simple multiple-choice questions, I think, you will find quite straightforward. And so certainly blessings on you as you prepare for this exam. It's an important chunk of your final grade, and I know you're going to do very, very well. The idea of the resurrection of Christ and the new creation that Jesus came to bring is so key to our understanding of Christian faith. It's not just about going to heaven when we die. Plato in Greece believed in life after death of the human soul. Jesus came to do so much more than that. He came as the first fruits of the resurrection to present a model of what he ultimately had in mind. Heaven and earth coming together in new heavens and new earth, ultimately in a physical but immortal experience. So Jesus is the model. So believing in the resurrection of Christ is a key idea for us in our faith, but also it paints a beautiful picture of ultimately where this whole thing is headed, where we're headed. And so it's a vision that certainly motivated Paul tremendously. And taking time to reflect on it will add to our own zeal for the Lord. So it's going to be another great week. Don't hesitate to let me know if you have a question. I don't think we can do any more than we have done to prepare you for the midterm. Don't be nervous about it. It's going to be straightforward, simple, easy, kinds of obvious questions. No trick questions. If you know your stuff when it comes to 1 Corinthians, you're going to do very, very well. So it's going to be a good week, an important week. I know you will enjoy considering together the themes of 1 Corinthians 15 and of resurrection. You're going to be in my prayers every day, everybody. So God bless you. Just have a great week 4.